Hi folks, Moz here, and today on the workbench I have the brand new release from Tamiya. It is the M24 Chaffee in 1/35 scale, and they've come up with a brilliant way of bending Photoetch. Some tanks shuffle onto the battlefield like a slightly embarrassed family hatchback. Others arrive like a V8 powered middle finger to the very idea of light tank. The M24 Chaffee is the latter, a proper little scrapper that said sod the Stuart's pea shooter and turned up packing a proper 75mm gun, twin Cadillac V8s and enough attitude to make a Panther think twice. And now Tamiya have done what they do best, taken this feisty little American thoroughbred and shrunk it down into a 1/35th masterpiece that looks so good you almost expect it to start itself and do a lap of your workbench. Fresh tooling, crisp cast textures on that turret, beautiful weld lines and engineering so precise it practically clicks together. The length of it is 159mm of pure unadulterated late war reconnaissance brilliance. It's not just a model, it's a tiny detailed monument to the moment the Americans finally built a light tank that could actually fight something. Fast, punchy and in scale form, gloriously free of the usual fiddly nonsense, including a brilliant way of bending Photoetch using jigs. Anyways, let's get onto the workbench and look at this brand new tool Chaffee from Tamiya. Right then, here we are. The US Light Tank M24 Chaffee European Theatre from Tamiya, brand new this year, and very nice box art indeed. If I just move it slightly so we get the light out, you can see very well drawn, or should I say painted, of the model. Ready to assemble precision model kit, series number 391, and its detailed static display model, low profile compact form is captured in style based on extensive research. Realistic depictions of cast surface patterns and weld lines, main gun breech and transceiver recreated, assembled with or without sand shield, so you've got a choice there on how you finish it, and they have added photo etch parts for mesh rack. So yeah, very nice. Edge of the box, you've got here what they're recommending, which is olive drab, which is their spray can range, TS5, or their LP range, which is LP28, or their flat range, which is XF62. And then there's a picture there of the photo etch part, and made in the Philippines, 2026. So this side also, you've got the Boxart. Come on, focus. Please focus, here you go. You've got the Boxart again, and this includes 2 torso figures and 3 marking options, and it's a 35391, and I presume that's 4,000 yen. 1/35th obviously, and then you've got some bump there in Japanese, which I'm not too sure about. Unit unknown, Germany, 1945, and again you've got the same that side as well. Cool. Right then, obviously it's a top opening box. There we are. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of sprues, instructions, decal sheet with photo etch parts. There's the instructions, and then call out sheet and tech tips in the bottom. But there's the instructions, so I'll adjust the camera to get it right. Okay, instructions, and okay, looks like you're not using some parts here from the A frame and from the N frame, which is your glass, and the AA5 frame, which is basically the M2 gun, I think, machine gun. So you won't be using parts from that sprue. Again, always follow, they've always got the part numbers up, and then they tell you in which order to glue. So you have your C6, which is your base for your home or your floor, and then so you put in C2 first, and there's number 1, and then put C4 and C5 second. That's the 2 parts, and it all goes together. So there's your lower home. Again, attach parts in numbered order. And then they've come up with this brilliant bit here where you get the mesh rack, which is a piece of photo etch. And they've given you some jigs here, so you can actually bend the photo etch using the 2 jigs. So you slot the photo etch into the little tabs, the photo etch tabs into the hose, and then you basically push down using C12. Easy. And don't cement all this together, so you basically got then this photo etch part. So bend the sides so they fit to C11. So all you got to do is bend them down really, and you're done. Very, very nice, Tamiya. 5 out of 5 stars for that. And then moving on, you then attach that mesh rack to the rear panel, and you don't glue it in. You actually just bend up these tabs into position, and I assume then that's it. You have to attach this part here first, which I'm assuming might even help with bending these parts. So yeah, so that's it. Yeah, in it goes. It looks like bend tabs around the back of C8. I see. So they go in, put that part in, and then you bend those parts around that. Easy. Can't say fairer than that. Okay, it does say here, apply metal primer sewed separately on the photo etch. So yeah, good. Then you're building that. So you're building up that rear panel. You know, your eyelets and other parts there. And I think that's is that something to tow. Anyway, so then front panel, eyelets again, and then you attach that front panel to the front of the tank. Then you're attaching the bump stops, and then you've also got some polycaps to fit in there. Turn it over. Hopefully you can see this on camera. And it's, let me just try and straighten this up a little bit. Maybe that'd be a bit better. To there, that's better, I think. Yep, it should be in focus. Let me make sure it's in focus. Yep, good, I'm happy with that. Then you're attaching the suspension arms, and there's quite a few there to do on that. And then you're building up the road wheels. You've got to make 8 of them, and you're attaching those road wheels. Then you've got your drive sprockets, and then your return rollers to build. And it says you're making 6 of them as well. So 2 of these and 6 of them. Then you're attaching the drive sockets and the return rollers. Nice and easy. And then you've got your idler wheels there, and you're making 2 of these. So you've got your inside and your outside. And there's your inside, there's your outside, and they glue together. And there's a little bit there to help you attach them, so they're actually accurate and in the right position. Then so you attach them road wheels. You make 2 of them, and then you add that to the model. Okay, link and length track, and so you start with 1, 2, 3, all the way around, 4, 5, then 6, and I think they're actually curved, and then that's what it looks like on the side. So if you want to do it, obviously you do it on the wheels, but then if you're careful, you can take them off and then put them on after. Make sure they all fit, which is good. And it says fit tracks to wheels before cement has cured. So it gives you an idea on how to put it together. And I think there'll be a little notch here where they will line up, so you're not going to get them wrong. There's that bit done. So there you're doing the upper home. Then you're attaching these fenders to the skirts. Moving across, then if you're doing A and C, you add these sand shields, and if you're doing B, you don't. Then you're doing all the hatches, and it's telling you where to cut these lugs off. Then you're attaching the whole part, so you've got some lamps there to go on, and some what they called again, I can't say brackets. Oh dear, what are they called? Guards, light guards to go on top of the lights. Then you've got handles to fit, and then you've got this tool set, which is one part. So you've got like a hammer or a mallet and an axe, and then you've got your shovel there telling you to remove the ejector pin marks, the injector pins from there. Then you've got some, I think these are tool bags, I'm sure they're tool bags, it looks like it, and then you attach these as shown. So yeah, turn over, you're attaching the upper hole then to the lower hole, then you're attaching these fender brackets, and they're just showing you how to attach, I think, is that the exhaust? Okay, then you've got your tow cable with your eyelets, and just watch how that goes, because they will tend to snap, they're very, very fragile. And then just telling you where to attach them. Then some more parts for the hull, which is some links, track links, and I presume that's another bag or some stowage. Then you're doing the breech, and seems pretty simple enough to do. Then you attach the breech to the turret. Then you put some poly caps in as well, so you can move the barrel up and down. Looks like your radial there, telling you what to paint there, D6. Then you're attaching the turret top. Then you're doing the gun shield and the barrel. Then you've got a storage box here to build. You've got ammunition cases to build as well. And so you put the storage box on the back, some ammo cases there. Then you have your tripod there for your M2, I think it is. I think it's an M2 on this one. Then you've got your cupola, and you've got the glass to fit in there. And then you've got your commander's hatch as well, and then you've got your loader's hatch, and you attach the handles as shown. So you've got a little bit of a so they're not quite touching, they stand upright. Then you attach all those hatches and everything to the top and the cupola there, and then you've got your loader and your commander. Where's the goggles? Then you position the figures and you attach them as it's shown on the instructions. Then you attach the turret, basically push down and twist. Slots in lovely. There you go, M2 heavy machine gun to put together. Then you attach the machine gun cradle to that M2, and also you got the munitions case there as well to go on. You got some ammunition cases there as well. Antennae to fit, and you attach this as shown. Oh, I see. So the machine gun's pointing to the right actually. Okay, fair enough. And there's your antennae there to fit on the side of the turret. Easy. There's your instructions. Hope that helps. Call out, telling you a little bit about the tank, which is always nice to see in a kit. So you got some nice information there about the development of the M24. And then here you are, you've got a call out there. So you've got loader's hatch, smoke discharger, commander's cupola, front cover plate, the M1919A machine gun, and you've got the M6 cannon. Sound shield, machine gun tripod is in that bag there. Okay, that's fair enough. And then you got a tank connecting tool which goes there. Storage case there. You got pressed metal antennae base. Yeah, get that. And the M2 heavy machine gun. Okay, brilliant. Wire rack on the back there with tow cable and T72 tracks. You have 81st Cavalry Reconnaissance Squadron, April 1945, Italy. Then you've got an unknown unit in Germany, January 1945, and one in Germany, March 1945 as well. And all in olive drab. So there you go, one call out for you. Before we jump into the plastic, can I ask a bit of a favour? If you're enjoying the content on this channel and you're not yet a subscriber, will you please consider becoming a subscriber? It's free, and all you've got to do is click subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. Anyway, let's get back to the plastic in this phenomenal Tamiya Chaffee. Okay, so let's have a look at the plastic, shall we? And you get two of the frame A's. Okay, so we'll have a look at frame A, and I've just noticed, as I said, it looks like the link and length track, they've got a curve on them, so probably a little bit of side molded there. So let's bring it up so we have a really good look and you can see all the parts. Let's focus in on that. That's good. And then you can see, look at the road wheels, the dry sprockets. There's some more track there. I think that's your eyelet for your towing cable, and again return wheels, idler wheels. Again, look, you've got a bit of bend on that, which is nice. You've got some track links there. So one side for one and one side for another, it looks like. So you get two of these, frame A, and as you're just looking on the back, and you can see that all the ejector pin marks are hidden away, and you've got injector pin lugs there, which you'll need to cut off. Brilliant. So you get two of them, frame A. Moving on, in another bag, you will have frame B, which is your upper hull section. Okay. There, some nice detail on there. Some recessed panel lines and some raised bolts or rivets. And there's your toolkit all together there. So it's all molded in one piece. And your shovel, yeah, hatch lid, and on the back again, all the ejector pin marks are hidden out the way, so no need for any filling on this kit that I can see. And then frame C is your lower hull and everything there for the drivetrain. Yeah, looking good. And looks like that there is your bending tool, your bending jig for the Photoetch, which we'll have a look at in a minute. So yeah, tidy. Oh, shouldn't have dropped that. There you are. There's your guards. Detail. Yeah. Lovely. Okay. Right, frame D now. We're on to frame D. It's going quite quick. And I just noticed that here you've got P. So I'm assuming that from here they could add on an extra tooling, new part of a tool, and put that into the tooling when they mold it. So so that's separate, that P, but it's on there. So I wonder what they could add to that instead. But I'm just looking through. You've got some lovely detail there. Very sharp, small parts there. Again, no short on this kit. This is brand spanking. So yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about this kit at all. That's nice. That slide molded bit there for the machine gun. Yeah, and all the parts, all the ejector pin marks on the back. Fantastic. There you go. Moving on to E, and you've got turret there, top of the turret. You've got some skirts. It looks like they attach quite nicely with just these lugs here. Very nice. You've got some, yeah, you've got a bit like, I wouldn't say it's rough, but you know, there's definitely a different texture on that part there. There's your tow rope, which I've had these before where they've broken, but this is very much in one piece. And you've got your torso bits there. So you've got your helmet. There's your face. There's some arms. So yeah, it looks like you've got some stowage there. That's nice there. The way they've added these parts here. Can you see that? Tidy. Tidy. And then you've got some extra links there. And I think these are your ammo boxes that you've got to build up. Very good. Nice. Very nice. Again, no sinkage or anything like that on this kit. Moving on then, we have, this is AA. So this is the M2 machine gun, and you've got your arm. So you've got the two halves there. Tidy. And some little parts there, some more ammo boxes there. Ammo. And then again on the back. Easy. Should be a lovely little build, to be honest. Your clear part there with your glass for the cupola there. Nice. And some goggles there. I think these are for the lamps. Actually, you may only need to use one of these, because I don't think the loader has goggles. Or is it the commander doesn't have goggles? I have to look at that in the instructions again. But yeah, nice. So if you lose one, you've still got one to use. Here you go. Redundancy in a kit. Brilliant. And here are the polycaps. So there's some polycaps to fit. They look all the same. No difference in them. They all look the same to me. Decal sheet. Now, I know people say they're always a bit thick, but I've never had a problem with Tamiya decals. I always think they go down well when they don't have a lot, you know, they don't seem to bend as easily as some other decals. You got a little bit more freedom with this. So yeah, very nice. There's your stars and your, I can't say stars and bars, your stars ringing. You've got some call out numbers there as well. Some numbers, depending on which scheme you do. Piece of photo etch, so see-through. You can see the green there. And again, you slot that into the jig and then you fold these down and it's done for you. So there's no worry here on this photo etch. It'll bend, it'll curve it how it's needed with that jig. Just take your time, but it's been well thought out. No need for using any tools. You just use what they give you in the box. Well thought, Mr. Tamiya, well thought. The brilliance of Tamiya is that they think things through. And I know that they get kind of criticised because their models are very much shake and bakes. But for a lot of scale modelers, that is what we want. We want to be able to put something together and not really think too much about it, because we want to be thinking more on how we're going to finish this canvas that we have on our workbench. The fact that a lot of us kind of fear photo etch, including bending it, but to actually put a jig inside the kit that will allow you to bend that rack is fantastic. And the fact is, you don't even have to use super glue. You can clip it in and bend the part under and it will just stay put. Very, very thought out, well thought out Tamiya. Plastic looks fantastic. Definitely one to build. Now, fortunately, I was able to get mine yesterday. I drove to Jadlam because I heard they were coming in at 1 o'clock. And also, they're a little bit cheaper. So at the moment, they're retailing at $34.99. And Jadlam have theirs up for £31.45 with free postage. And they've got quite a few in stock. Obviously, feel free to go and look at your own model shop and support them. But if you're not near a model shop and you do buy your model kits online, check out Jadlam for this Chaffee. I'm so overjoyed with it. You know, we heard back in April and now they're here, ready to be built on our workbenches. But forcing it onto you, what's your thoughts on this kit? Have you ordered it? Are you going to order it? Is the Chaffee been missing for so long? I think Tamiya did one of these in the 60s and it never got re-released. I think that's right. If it isn't, put it in the comments box below. No, I was wrong. They have reboxed Italy in 2015. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this kit. Is it something that you're looking to build? You've been looking forward to it? In fact, you've already got it on your workbench as well. Send me your pictures as well of you building it. I'd love to see it. Put them on Discord or on Instagram and just tag me and I'll be able to see them. And then I can tell you that you're doing a fantastic job. Anyways, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. To subscribe to this channel is completely free and it helps the channel grow. In one of the 4 corners will be a playlist or other content on my channel you may like to watch, and hopefully I'll see you over there.
No, I just wanna say hello.